Here is another homework for you. So let's say you're making a shopping cart app or a feature in your website with shopping cart. Let's say you work for Amazon or whatever company. And the user adds different items to the cart. So let's say this is the cart variable. It is an array of different objects. So it has item 1, item 2, item 3, and item 4. Name, apple, milk, vegetable, eggs, and its corresponding price. Now your job is to use the array methods, one of them, whichever you like, whichever you think is the right one to use. You use that and create a function so that you spit out the total, the grand total for that shopping cart. So that's it. Pause the video, and once you're done, resume, and I'm going to share with you the homework. And then I'm going to share with you a better way of doing it. Talk to you now. All right. So scroll down. I'm going to scroll down over here, and I actually have the solution written down, which is something that I expect from you because you have the knowledge. So over here, you create let total is equal to 0, and then you say cart dot for each. You go through the loop, item, total, which is 0, plus is equal to item dot price. So it gets the first price, adds it to the total, loops again. The total price should be, let's say, $3.99 in the first one, plus the new price, then plus the new price, and plus the new price, and the total should be the total of all of these items. All right. And I'm going to simply do console.log and print the total. And that should be a reasonable solution for you. So if I refresh, I get the total. Perfect. Now let me show you a better way of doing it. So I'm going to comment this out, and I'm going to use something called reduce, which is meant for this kind of purpose actually. So I'm going to scroll down, and over here I'm going to say cart dot reduce. And reduce is a method inside array, which again works very similarly, but of course it has something different. And I'm going to share with you what different thing it has. So if I go to the docs over here, what reduce does, it takes a function, just like normal. You know, they have a different formatting. They actually took out the function separately, but this is the function which it takes. Now the job of this reduce is that it takes certain value, processes it, and then spits that same value back into the reducer. So this function which it's receiving is called the reducer. So let me show you with a good demonstration over here. So this particular callback function takes at least two items. One is called accumulator. I can just call it ACC or whatever I want, but accumulator is a good word. And the second thing it takes is the item. So far we have seen that the callback functions usually take the item and some other things as well, but item is the first thing. But in the reduce, accumulator is the first thing. An accumulator can be anything, all right? So let's say the accumulator, what it's going to be naturally, the first item when this particular loop runs, because this is going to iterate every time, right? So this callback function is going to run every time. So the first time, the accumulator could be whatever value we provide over here as a second parameter. So I'm going to provide 0 over here. So stay with me over here. So I'm going to actually move this on top over here so we can look at our array as well. Okay, I'm going to scroll up. So let's say this runs for the first time. This is the item over here. It puts it in the item. And it says, okay, what is the accumulator? I don't know what accumulator is. So it actually takes this particular value as the first value of accumulator for the first iteration only, okay? So over here, I'm going to say return accumulator, which is 0 in the first case, plus item dot price, okay? So what this does is it takes the first iteration, takes the accumulator, which is 0, 0 plus price, which is $3.99, and it returns that total. $3.99 plus 0 is $3.99. So what this return does, it actually, when it goes to the second iteration, accumulator is now the value which was returned. So it's $3.99 right now. So $3.99, and then the second iteration runs. This is what? $2.99. So it says $3.99 plus $2.99 is what's $7 or 7 whatever number. So it returns 7 to the third iteration now. So this is 7 plus $6.99. So 7 plus 7 is 14. So this 7 plus 699 is 14 or 13 some 96 cents or whatever. And it goes over here for 14 plus 6, which is 20. So 14 plus 6 is 20. So now the final accumulator is 19 and 96, 19.96. So then this reduce will spit out that final value and we can capture it over here. I can say const total is equal to like such. So it's the same thing as if we did this, but it's much more elegant. If you stay with me, I whenever I look at new things, I don't find it elegant. I'm like, hey, there's more information I need to remember. I don't like it. But reduce is a very important concept. It's heavily used in React ecosystem, not in React specifically, but in the ecosystem of React. And it also becomes a very important interview question as well. So this is the reduce method. I'm just going to save and refresh and show it to you that the answer should be the same. I did not console it or log it, sorry. So console.log total. Save, refresh, and you see the answer is the same. So the methodology is different, but the process is the same. Actually, it's just different dynamics, but it actually does the same thing. So practice this example. This is a very, very important concept. It's very practical. It can be an interview question as well. So please practice it, and I'm going to talk to you in the next lesson.